Hey guys, Tony Piroth here, welcoming you to the MYM Buzz, a movie review show where I watch, then review with my ever faithful sidekick, Dayle. Say hello, Dayle.
Hello, guys.
Whatever movie of the week we really want to go and watch, ain't it, really? You know, the main movie, the top movie. The main
9 times out of 10
movie.
we'll go and watch a movie that's just been released on that Friday. Or obviously,
Yeah.
if it's previews, we'll go and watch it at the earliest possible time. I'm actually thinking, I've only just been thinking about this. So we've got 2 really good movies coming out next week. We've got Kong and Logan.
Next week's like the biggest March kind of in history.
I'll have to have a look, because this is not guaranteed, but we might have to go see Logan on the Tuesday. Do a review on that, get that up for the Wednesday for these fine people.
You telling me
And
we're going to get a double
watch,
one out?
Yeah, and then go watch Kong. I think it'll make up for a week away.
So there you heard it here first, man.
I get tickets.
Dayle.
I get tickets free on the Tuesday of Orange Wednesday. Tony's got to pay for the tickets on Friday. That's our deal. So we do it.
Cringy moment with this week's film. We basically were like, right, we're going to pop into our local thing and we're going to do little bits and bobs. And we had some nice comfy chairs, didn't we? Some nice comfy chairs.
Was it premium seats?
You liked it. I was just like, let's go for these. She was like, no. I was like, yes. We'll have some of that.
80p.
80p for a bit more legroom.
For a little less fart in the chair. Anyway.
So everyone's going to go to the cinema now. Before they sit down, they're going to be like, get the fart out of the chair. Get the fart out of the chair. Anyway, guys, enough about farting. We're going to get basically straight on to this week's top 5 news stories in our new segment, Buzz News. Boom. Hi there! Ron Burgundy. No, it's not. It's
Ron Burgundy and Timothy.
So, first news item that I picked out for this week, it's kind of my top one really, because I'm a fan of the franchise. It's got to be Alien Covenant's prologue scene / trailer. Now, if you've seen this went up and it's kind of like a small scene. They've kind of called it, they have called it The Last Supper. So 20th Century Fox have literally put it on YouTube and put The Last Supper, Alien Covenant. So you're watching it, bit of James Franco in there, Fassbender, Guy Pearce, Danny McBride. Everyone was kind of like, what role is James Franco gonna be in this prologue? And he's the captain of the ship, basically.
He ain't gonna last long.
He ain't gonna last long at all, man. His arse is grass. So, I mean, watching it was nice. It was like a nice kind of build-up, a nice subtle way of just going, there you go, guys. This is the crew. These are the people you're going to see get absolutely maimed, garroted. Everything that happens in a normal Alien film, if there is such a thing as a normal Alien film, Dayle. These are the people you're going to be introduced. You're gonna love, and you're going to follow their adventure on this. I'm well excited about this, Dayle.
I can tell.
Covenant.
I can tell.
I can't wait. Prometheus for me. Oh my god! Like, I rewatched it about a month ago. I remember meeting you and going, watch Prometheus again the other night. Wow. Like, it was good up to a point, but they should have saved Idris Elba for this one, I think. That's what should have happened. Have you seen it, Dayle?
I've seen Prometheus, yeah.
Yeah, and have you seen the new prologue / trailer?
I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say, is that a loose
loose
term? As in, I was going for a YouTube, see it and thought,
flicked on it, watched it.
Meh.
Like, what we'll have to do before we go and review Covenant, if it falls on one of our weekends, is we will have to review, or mainly for me, I will have to watch Aliens for the first time. I've never seen any of the Alien movies. I've only ever seen Alien vs Predator, which I thought was awesome. I quite enjoyed the first one.
Have you never seen Alien? Never seen the original Alien?
No, because I think when they first came out,
wow.
Obviously, what was it? It was like, I'm gonna have to get my phone out. But it came out ages like.
Oh yeah, obviously it's an old film. I mean, I don't know dates on a film. All I know is that when I was growing up, there was a VHS. It said Alien on it. I was like,
when you were growing up, there was still like
boom.
Pay for your TV kind of.
Oh
thing.
yeah, there was all stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But pay-per-view started, but this was way before then. It's just like the VHS was laying around. Put the VHS in. Scared the living crap out of me, and then I just fell in love with just the story and
1979.
So yeah, it's an old film, but it's relevant. It's like 2001: A Space Odyssey. You know,
1986
it's still current. It's still current today.
Don't get me wrong, I've got no excuse for not watching them because the pure fact is Predator came out in 1987, and I've seen that. But I think the only difference with that is like you're kind of like you got that strong hero, the American and then like
the Austrian,
was just like
Schwarzenegger.
I think the difference between Predator and Alien is Predator actually scares the living crap out of you. Did I say Alien?
Yeah.
Alien scares the living crap out of you because it's the face huggers and then the chest burst and then the little mouth and it's like. And
then it just evolves into this ginormous X and what like.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I definitely need to watch it.
A rewatch. I reckon that's kind of a rewatch with me and you sitting there, reaction video. Job done. That would be absolutely brilliant. You'd be gobsmacked. You'd love it.
I'll be loving it. You'll be cold out like a little girl.
I've seen it though.
It's scary.
Good little girl.
Scary.
Let's play Resident Evil. This man is going. Man is going balls deep with the VR experience. VR, You've got to watch it. It's so.
I've only done the first one, guys. I do apologize.
Good.
There were some technical issues with the part 2 that was supposed to be up on Tuesday. Really, really bad. But I am for you guys. Right, I'm going to replay the first part so I can get back to where we were, so that I can redo the next part. So basically, what it was is I played part 2, and the PlayStation didn't bloody record it.
That's what he says. I reckon he was that scared and he soiled himself that heavily.
Don't get wrong, I was scared.
He was gone.
The part I scared, like, it's really annoying because the footage I got was amazing. Like, I was absolutely cacking it. It was very, very, like...
You could tell from the first one, you were really, kind of like, when you had it on and you were going through the motions, you were kind of like, as this game progresses, because I've watched PewDiePie's...
Yeah.
And he was a bit like,
See, you know...
Like, he's kind of like numb.
They've only played it normally, and like normally it's scary enough as it is. VR is a whole new level because not only are you worrying about, not only are you immersed in the game, seeing what's going on using the VR and that, but like I can't trust people at my house.
Stroking the back of your leg as you're being walking.
it's not even that.
I love it.
It's like you hear with the VR when I've got my headset on, you hear obviously the wind and you hear all these really creaky sounds and stuff. I never know if it's the bloody dog upstairs or if it's the actual game. And then, like, all it takes is for, like, the postman to turn up or for, like, something to happen. And my dog, like, we won't even hear it. I won't hear anything. And all of a sudden, my dog will just go, rah, 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 rah. That will scare the living shite out of me. And that's before I've even turned on the blooming game. And that's just because I've got the headset on. It's so immersive. It's really good. I highly recommend the game to anyone. Like, absolutely anyone that wants to play it.
I highly recommend you go and watch the Let's Play footage. I highly recommend you keep up with Dayle as he goes on this magnificent journey with Resident Evil. That's 2 bits of news already. Alien Covenant and the Let's Play Resident Evil
Let's
news.
Play doesn't count. We'll get on with more movies. Anyway.
So, more relevant.
More relevant. Movie news number 2, Tony. What you got for me?
Is Nightwing live action film has been announced with the director of the Lego Batman movie, Chris McKay.
See, I had the same reaction Tony did with Mel Gibson last week. I was like, what? You say what? So, yeah. It's been announced. I didn't think it'd be announced.
It's been announced because if you think about it, DC are probably now like...
They've got gaps in their slate.
Well, we've got gaps. So we've got gaps in the slate. We need to pump out a fairly decent DC movie, you know, really quickly. I've heard there's a lot of things going around about Wonder Woman, like on the net, like
what, it's really, really good, or
no. Well, partly it's been real dismal, and apparently it's supposed to be the worst film in the franchise at the moment.
Oh, come on! And it's not like, don't get me wrong.
It's like it's not exactly. How can I put it? It's not exactly putting down critic-wise. It's putting it down in-house. So when Marvel done their Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
they gave it 100.
The people from Warner Brothers have actually watched this film and have actually gone, oh man, like what the heck?
That's bad. Surely, like.
You need to pick this. You need to pick this DC franchise by the scruff of the neck, and you need to just be like, right, we'll get fan forum upon fan forum upon fan forum.
I said it from day one, and I'll say it again. They're playing catch up. That is it. They're not. They're playing so much catch up. They're like. So you look at Avengers, right?
Yeah.
Avengers, when it came out, you already had 2 Hulk movies, whether you count them towards the franchise or not. You had 2 Iron Man movies, you had a Captain America movie, and you had a Thor movie.
Yeah.
And then you had the post-credit scenes that built you up, and then you had Avengers.
Yeah.
With this, they've gone, not counting Christopher Nolan's Batmans, because they're rebooting that, they've gone Batman. They've gone Superman, then they've gone Batman vs Superman, which is a jump in itself to try and highlight Justice League, and then they've gone Wonder Woman and Justice League, but let's announce Justice League just after Wonder Woman. There's no build-up there. Like, don't get me wrong.
Do you think
actors are fine?
Yeah.
Action is fine. Like I sometimes I like the dark aspects of it. Sometimes I don't. Like I loved Batman vs Superman for different aspects. I didn't love the whole film entirely.
I think the whole process obviously started with Man of Steel, and we was all kind of like, wow, it's a Superman movie that we've all kind of wanted, and we've all kind of moved with in certain aspects. Some people were like, wow, and some people were like,
but it's the same as all their movies though. Some people are like, I actually really like it because they go in there and enjoy it as a film. Yeah. And some people go in there like, I hated it because of this. I generally liked it because I was like, I didn't mind Brandon Routh as Superman. I just thought the story was terrible back in Superman Returns.
I think Henry Cavill is probably, apart from Christopher Reeves, is currently probably they're there like that.
They're not. Christopher Reeves will always be Superman.
You reckon?
Like, you don't outdo someone.
But
like
do you think that's just that? Do you think Christopher Reeves is always going to be Superman because there's never been no one before him?
No. Because there was people before him. I just think that
loosely, but I wouldn't say
the difference between Christopher Reeves and Henry Cavill, and it's probably to do with the times and the way movie change and stuff like that. Is Christopher Reeves was Clark Kent, he was Superman.
Yeah.
Whereas in today's modern age, it's Henry Cavill playing Superman, playing Clark Kent, which is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's just a difference in changes of times where one is and one is. Portrayed.
I mean, personally, I liked Man of Steel, and going on to Batman v Superman, I liked the extended cut, but hated the theatrical. Original. The theatrical was so much of a mess that I was kind of like, ugh. But anyway, let's take away from that. So this is So we're talking about Nightwing live action. Yeah. So we've got Chris McKay, the Lego Batman director, doing it. Dayle hit the nail on the head, and I mean literally, you might as well just had Thor's hammer in your hand. We're talking off-piece now, but he just went bang, and I'm just sitting there going...
So, obviously, for those of you that watched the last of the Dark Knight trilogy and watched, was it Dark Knight Rises?
Yep.
There was that last little bit, which I found really weird, because in a way...
It felt like it set it up.
Yeah, but it feels like it was a setup, but then it was like...
It does.
Obviously, Bale had said, I'm not going to do it anymore. I didn't mind Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I actually really like him as an actor. I think he's really good. I think he worked really well in Inception, which again is another rewatch we have to do.
Inception, we've got to do that.
Absolutely nuts. Anyway, so towards the end of the Batman film, it then turns out that his name is Robin, and he gets shown to the Batcave and whatnot,
and then we get the proper dark screen.
Yeah, the end.
Credits roll. No.
See, the only issue with that was just like you're sitting there watching, and you're like, okay, so. We know Nolan's not doing another one. We know Bale's not doing another one. Are you trying to tell me you just want to build it all around Joseph Gordon-Levitt? But then this news dropped, and I was just as surprised. I was like, the first thing I said to Tony, I said, I would actually like to see Joseph Gordon-Levitt do that. He would do Nightwing.
Yeah.
Is obviously there's a Robin backstory to it.
Yeah, there is.
So where are they going to pick up? Where are they going to start? Now I'm
and then if you think about it, Warner Brothers have got the timeline on everything so jumbled up that you're going to have to jump back to be in the present. You're going to be going like that. You're going to be like a yo-yo. One minute you're going to be. I mean, we had the Easter egg of Robin's suit with all the Joker kind of spray art all over it, stuff like that. Ha ha.
Jokes on you,
and that's what's kind of led.
That could be their lead to that.
It could be. It could be so much.
Some Jared Leto cameos in it and that.
It could, and do you know what? That'd be awesome. So Nightwing, bit of Jared Leto in there. Do you know what I mean? Like he could do his little cameo, but I think they've got to give Leto the reins and be like, right, we're going to give you a full film. It'll be Batman, Joker. This is where I'm going. I hope they don't do the Killing Joke.
No, but I think this is what we're both.
I hope they don't do that.
We're both going at though, because we both literally just said that for this Nightwing film to stand on its own, it needs all this stuff. It needs Batman to be there because unlike Batman, Superman, Nightwing doesn't have his own common knowledge background. Like not everybody knows. Everyone can sit down and go, Batman, Bruce Wayne, parents died. Yeah. Superman, Krypton, orphan kind of style. People sit down and they go Nightwing, and only those that know where Nightwing comes from go this and this.
Yeah.
So, like you said, there needs to be backstory with the Joker. There needs to be backstory with Batman. So, where is this going to fit on the timeline? How's he don't get me wrong. I feel that the director could do a really good job.
I think the director could do a good job. I mean, Lego Batman, we see that. We loved it. It was light-hearted. Well, yeah, the sound effects were amazing. Everything about the film was kind of like good. There was even one review that I read that said the Batman film we've all been waiting for, and I kind of thought to myself, mate, you've probably not even seen the Nolan Batmans yet if you're saying stuff like that. Nolan's Batman set a benchmark for things going forward, and to be quite fair, Man of Steel kind of touched on that and kind of got away with it, but since then it's all fallen apart. And like you said, this backstory we're going to have for a Nightwing film to literally be on point. Everything's in place. We're ready for it. There's a lot got to happen before anything
happens. You look at the Batman trilogy, right? And you look at the amount of work and backstory that went into that. Yeah. So that came out. Let's have a quick look. So what was it? The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
So the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah. So Christopher Nolan's. It was. Oh man, it feels like an age. Like
It was a while because it was.
I'll say 2010.
No, it was so the Dark Knight.
Oh wait,
was 08.
Wow.
So I think the one before that was 06.
What?
Was it just called Dark?
If you don't feel old, if you don't feel like, oh man, where's the years gone? So all this development for these films, and you think to yourself, right, Nolan's hit a pulse here, and you've gone through film to film to film, and then give us the night, the kind of, the Robin kind of sequence at the end, and you kind of think to yourself, they've left it a long time.
Begins 05. So they went to 05, right?
Yeah.
With Batman Begins, then Dark Knight in 08, so that's a 3-year gap, and then Dark Knight Rises in 2012, so a 4-year gap, right? Then you look at the Man of Steel.
Yeah. It's probably about another 3 to 4. I'd say 4. I'd say more 4. It feels 4.
I think it was 2012. Is it the same year? No, 2013. So Man of Steel was 2013, and then 3 years later was Batman vs Superman.
So they're working really on a 3-year cycle when you think about it. 3 to 4 years.
I'm just saying purely that the Dark Knight kind of era, it's like like the original Star Wars and stuff like that. It takes a good couple of years to get it right and build it up. But you're saying, I think this is where they're becoming. This is what I'm saying, where they're playing catch up with Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy. They didn't have to play catch up.
They didn't. They hit it. They were like boom.
Yeah, and I think, to be fair, I guarantee it wouldn't surprise me if Warner Brothers were like, cool, let's do the Dark Knight trilogy, and then we'll have Bale be Batman in the Justice League. This will be our Iron Man version. Yeah. And Bale went, I don't want nothing more to do with it. And Nolan went, I don't want nothing more to do with it. And Warner Brothers have gone, crap, where do we start now? And they've gone all the way back to Superman in 2013 and gone, right, now we have to play catch up from Iron Man in 2008. We're 5 years behind the trail as it is.
They're 5 years. They weren't though, were they? Like you said, they had the trilogy. They had the benchmark to carry the films on and make it as big as they wanted.
That's the thing, though. It didn't. They didn't have the variety. And to be fair, I don't think DC was that massive. But like, you look at when Marvel came out, Iron Man. Yeah. Like, not many people knew about Iron Man. He was kind of a new revolution. Hulk, Captain America was a new, like, apart from the ones back in like the 80s, I think this was the first kind of. But Batman, everyone had seen. You'd got to take it all the way back to why have I forgot his name? Adam West, there we go. You take it all the way back to the Adam West Batman, and then you've got the Michael Keaton Batman.
You just reminded me of that one scene in the Lego Batman film. If you haven't seen it, spoiler. When Alfred goes, I've literally gone you through. I've literally been with you from this one to this one, and it was like Lego pictures of all the Batman films, and then at the end it was like, and also the 1960s weird phase or something like that. And it was Adam West prancing around in his Batman. That was awesome. I absolutely loved that.
Anyway,
let's crack on. We still got another 3.
We'll wrap up night. I'm excited for it.
I am, but they've got to get the backstory right and a lot of work before then. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt, if you're listening, me and Dayle really want you to do it. If you don't do it, it's criminal. Bets. I'm going to go down the bookies now. I'm going to go
They might go for a more youthful player.
You reckon?
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
Wow.
So, right, news story number 3.
Number 3.
20 minutes on 2 news stories already.
Sorry guys, but we get we love it. So
each week we're giving you more bang for your buck.
We're giving you more bang for your buck. So Hellboy 3, Guillermo del Toro has said no, it's never gonna happen, and I'm with Ron Perlman on this. Ron Perlman's literally Facebook status, and I think it was I think it was just Facebook, was literally a sad emoji. Yeah. And to be quite fair, he's been pushing for this. The fans have been pushing for it.
Del Toro said he talked to all the parties and they weren't all on the same way.
It's a shame, really. And then, but at the end of the day, it will just go, and like I said to you before, it will just go on and evolve into a remake, a reboot. And to be quite fair, there's a lot you can do with Hellboy. Hellboy is amazing. Another one off the back of that I want to see happen, that I'm getting fed up with Wesley Snipes holding on to, is Blade.
He's holding on to it? What do you mean by that?
Well, I've read stories that he's like, if there's ever another Blade film being made, I want to do it. Fair enough, old Wesley. You've done a good job on number 1. Number 2,
I didn't mind that.
Number 3, yeah. Oh my, just dismal. That was a rushed.
It was a rough
I didn't like it.
It was one of the ones where you don't follow on from the first one. It was just like, let's go make a Blade.
The first one set the benchmark. The second one, I was like, I get it. You're going to go with a hybrid. I get it.
Go more variety,
yeah, we're going to go more variety. Give me more story. And then there's the second one was just like no, but I've heard that Wesley won't let go. It's kind of like, well, if they do another one, I want to do it. I want to have some kind of creative control over it. All right, we get the fact that you love Blade. You fit the part of Blade well. You played it well.
What if, just a thought, what if Blade? I know this. I might get absolutely crucified for this. What if Blade was a
Morgan Freeman?
What if it was more like a concept rather than an individual? Obviously, I know the first one kind of.
What do you mean a concept?
So, like, what if it was like a passing the mantle? Like, what if there was generations of Blades kind of thing?
No.
If you want to get Wesley Snipes in, to be fair, that guy will probably need a Zimmer frame to get around and do half the action.
It's like the Whistler story all over again.
Whistler.
The old guy
passing it down.
No,
not passing it down to someone new, but like,
I pass it to my daughter.
No, not like that. But like, there you go. Here's a new. I know it's difficult because obviously Blade is what Blade is.
They make another Blade, and Danny Glover does well in Han Solo.
Speaking of which, yeah, okay, go on.
Right, that leads nicely on to the next bit of news. But if Danny Glover, if you're listening, I reckon if he does well in Han Solo, I love the other bits and bobs that he's done so far, maybe he could be the next Blade.
Yeah.
Time and effort, Danny. You can do it, son. So that leads us nicely on to our 4th bit of news guide. You're getting a lot out of us this week. So it's the Han Solo prequel movie first cast picture. Donald Glover. I said Danny. Donald Glover.
You absolute.
I know. Do you know why I said Danny?
Danny Glover does Blade. Again, another one of these.
See, do you know why I said Danny? Because I was watching Lethal Weapon last night, the TV series, and they had Leo Getz on there, and I thought Joe Pesci. So then I thought of obviously Gone Fishing, Danny Glover, blah blah blah. It all links. My mind just goes off in a weird map. So yeah, it's Donald Glover, everyone. Woody Harrelson, Emilia Clarke, Fandy Newton, and Alden Ehrenreich, or Enrique. I'm going to say Enric.
Where's Jamie?
Enric.
Why is Jamie not on there?
Oh, Jamie. We said Jamie should have been it. Our pal Jamie Costa, if you're watching this, my man, we did say you to actually do this, to be quite honest with you. But I like the cast picture. I like the fact that Chewie was in there. I like the fact that it was on the Millennium Falcon. But this is another one that I'm kind of hoping to be just as good as Rogue One.
To be fair, like Disney have it. Disney have what DC don't. And Disney just seemed to nail absolutely everything.
You hit the nail on the head that time when we were speaking about Disney, and you were just like, summer's sewn up. Summer's sewn up with Marvel. Autumn's sewn up with animation. Christmas is sewn up with Star Wars.
Yeah, and as soon as Star Wars stops, because obviously, like what?
I don't think Star Wars will stop.
No, you're looking at 8.
I don't think it will.
I reckon you're looking at episode 8 this Christmas. Then next Christmas you'll look at Han Solo. Then Christmas after that will be episode 9.
And then that'll be the end of that trilogy.
Well, yeah, it'll be the end of the trilogy. It's just whether or not they do another filler movie.
I reckon Boba Fett though. Boba Fett is still in
the Fett one. See, that's different.
It's still in the mix.
I think he's got a different audience because I don't. Do you reckon you could get away with doing a Boba Fett 12 rated movie?
No.
I reckon it needs to be a 15, which I think it doesn't suit the Christmas period.
No, it don't. No. But anyway, I love the picture. I love everything about it. Like I said, I've got big high hopes for it due to what happened with us and Rogue One. I was blown away. I can't wait for the DVD release. They've got four different covers coming out for that, guys, for the DVD releases. I want the steelbook, yeah, for definite. But yeah, so I love it. We're going to move quickly on from that because all it was a picture, and you kind of get teased and you kind of think, yes, but please be good. So Dale's got one for me. After last week and the whole Suicide Squad 2... Put my teeth back in. So the Suicide Squad Mel Gibson thing, which I was kind of mortified by.
This one probably won't make you rock your socks as much as the last one did, but it's definitely massive for the kids in us, the ones that grew up in 1994 with Elton John's Masterpiece and Hakuna Matata. So
I might know.
Donald Glover and James L. Jones are recruited for the Disney's new Lion King, directed by Jon Favreau.
I see that news, and hats off to whoever went over to James L. Jones and was like, do you want to come back and do it? Because people will flock in their droves. Lion King, just to hear him again, live action. That's what made
Star Wars. That's what I'm saying. Disney have literally gone, they went to him and said, do you want to come back to do the voice of Rogue One? Yes, I will. Do you want to come back and do Mufasa? Oh, you're hell right, I am. I'm so up for that.
And they just went like that. I reckon what they done was they just went, pink, blank check.
Yeah.
Any number. We've got it covered.
He's one of them men, like one of them actors that you don't need to see. You hear anything read in his voice is just he's just got such a tone.
It's like Morgan Freeman as well.
Yeah, they've just got
him and Morgan Freeman.
Donald Glover's on it as well.
Donald Glover, I'm telling you, pace by pace. He could be the next Blade, man. I'm telling you now. He will be the next Blade.
He's got a very, very big year coming up for him. So.
Forget the petition up for Donald Trump not coming to the UK. The petition's going up for Donald. Donald. It's going to be Donald Glover for Blade. All right, I'm putting it out there. Right.
So that's it for our 5 movies.
Oh, put your team back in, Dayle.
Movie news stories of the week. So they were because Tony wouldn't shut up.
Yeah.
Alien Covenant, The Last Supper.
Yeah, we had Alien Covenant. We had Han Solo. We're not going to recap because we went Nightwing.
Old.
Oh,
he's so old. We had
that's the news,
Alien, guys. Nightwing, Han Solo, Lion King, and I've forgotten the last one. Hey, I got 4. Deal with it. Scroll back.
Hellboy 3.
Hellboy 3.
Because we're that bothered about it.
We're just so disappointed.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is it for this week's episode of Buzz News. Join us next week for more.
Giggity giggity. Right, so.
Right, this week's movie review.
This week's movie review is director Peter Berg's Patriots Day, starring Mark Wahlberg, J.K. Simmons, and John Goodman, and Kevin Bacon, because
just a mom.
Man, God amongst men, Kevin Bacon. I'll put it there. Right, so the story of this is what I'm going to go synopsis. So I'm a bit taken back because when we watched it last night, it was a very powerful film, and the story of the 2013 Boston bombings and its aftermath, which includes a city-wide manhunt to find the terrorists responsible. Dayle, you must have that trailer. So, this for us was kind of a film we sat down, didn't know what to expect. We knew, obviously, with news, and the content we've seen, that it was about the Boston bombings. You know, that fateful day when they had the Boston Marathon in 2013, and to complete and utter, Let's not go there, but what I'm saying is, right, let's go and start with this film. I was happy with all performances in this film. Yeah. I was happy from the fact that when the film got started, everyone was being introduced, and I like the fact when they were introducing these people, it was very, very light-hearted and very just, we're going to touch base on 1, 2, 3... and then we'll basically revisit and build the story up around them.
They made you feel. I think they did. They didn't just. Yeah. They didn't just go. Here's like. It was slightly confusing at some points while they were doing this. Yeah. Because you're like, okay, so what's his involvement? Yeah. And sometimes you could be like, okay, this and this. Or if you didn't know the full details and names of the Boston bombings. Yeah. But in all retrospect, they made you feel for these people, which is rightfully so. They did these individuals justice. They gave everyone their own, you know. It was a very, very touching film, and I think they did everything right. I think, like you said before, all the actors put in the performances that the people deserved.
Oh, I mean, for me, most outstanding performance for me was Kevin Bacon. I thought, for me, I liked all the rest of them. All were on par. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just singling, but for me personally, I really like seeing the way that Kevin Bacon's character developed, because first of all, you get this guy, this FBI agent that's turned up. And he has to assess the situation, and he has to be like whether it is terrorism or it's something else.
Yeah.
He then, went straight with the terrorism. He made the right call, right time, and he took the reins and he went with it. But he had an emotional storyline which I was connected to a lot more, I would say, than Mark Wahlberg's. Mark Wahlberg's was good in a sense, and his story was still connectable, but I found Kevin Bacon's character very mysterious.
I think,
and he led. Yeah, when there was the other big name.
I think all I'm going to say is the difference between this is it wasn't like actors doing their job. It was actors tributes to these iconic heroes in the world, and the passion that was put through their performances was nothing less than the best. They were not going in there going, this is a half-hearted paycheck. They were in there like, this is my personal tribute to these people.
Well, we all know that, Mark Wahlberg's from Boston, don't we? Yeah, he's from the area. He would have had massive connections with this. Yeah. I mean, when it all happened, he probably was getting phone calls left, right, and centre. I loved every moment of this film. It was very, very touching. It was done in the right way, which we've said. Yeah. Outstanding performances from everyone involved.
It was the right type of the right performance, the right passion, the right tribute to the
other thing I really liked about this film was the it went from film to actual moments, actual footage. Yeah. So one instance was when they went in to use I won't give it away, but it's just they went into this one guy, one of the terrorists went in to go and use the card machine, the cash point machine.
Yeah, and then it was the actual footage.
And it was the actual footage. So he leaves the car, then there's the actual footage of him in using the ATM.
I think the ending was nice as well. So
the ending was very fitting, and it kind of reminded me of American Sniper in a sense. It was kind of American Sniper-esque, and I absolutely love American Sniper. That's another good film.
So the ending, they basically had like interviews with the So there was two actors that were portraying like some of the survivors and stuff like that. Yeah. And you kind of got to know their story throughout the film. And at the end, they actually had the real life people there themselves, just talking about the interview and how their lives had changed. And it was all about how you got to see like the actual real life outcome to it. So you got to, like, they were involved with it as well. They were able to share their experience. They were able to get the story known. Yeah. And I think it was very, very touching. It was very, very, like Tony said before, it was a very powerful film.
Powerful isn't the word. I mean, when you sit down and you kind of start watching it, at one point I was on the edge of my seat. I was up. I was paying. I mean, I was just sitting right up. I wanted to, I was engaged. I wasn't just sitting there I wasn't just sitting there soaking it in. I was getting engaged. I was willing these people. I was willing these police officers to go and find these people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it really struck a chord with me, and it kind of made me think more about the bombings, because when it's on TV and when it's on the news, you only get bit part information. Yeah. When a film like this comes out and it tells you every kind of bits and bobs that's relevant and the lead up to the capture and all of the stuff that happened, you kind of sit there and you kind of just think, whoa, like this was bigger than what was portrayed.
Yeah.
And hats off to the director, hats off to the cast, hats off to everyone else around them that absolutely pulled this off and done the right tribute in the right way, in the right manner.
It was Boston Strong as well.
And Boston Strong. Remember, guys, like if you're going to write anything, put hashtag Boston Strong. This episode will be a tribute to anyone that had any kind of injury or whatever happened in there. So, I love things like that, tributes. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant.
It was very, very good, very touching, very strong, and for reasons that aren't, this is less a review. This is more of a, anyone of age, we're not going to score it. Both me and Tony. It's not about points. It's not about whether it's a good or bad film or anything like that. It's more of our highlighted recommendation to say that go and watch this film. It's a massive tribute in the right ways, and
I think in any situation, in any way, shape or form, any kind of things, like it said in the end of that film, any situation that anyone goes through, doesn't matter what city, where it is, as long as everyone's together
as a community,
and everyone's there as a community, we can all move on from that. And at the end of the day, guys, this is still a movie review. We're not going to preach to you, but at the end of the day, this is what me and Dayle found very touching about this film, and it touched me. Hence why I said about being a tribute, because, like I said, everyone out there is in the same situation, whether it's in, they said, Paris.
They did the ending and kind of explained all of that.
That's what I'm saying, which is great. Which at the end of the day, that's what we need to do. We need to come together as a community and work together.
Yeah,
and that's it. I mean, like we said, we're not going to score this, guys. We don't feel we need to score this. It's an absolute brilliant film, and we're doing it out of respect as well, because it was just on point with everything that it needed to be.
Yeah.
So Patriots Day for us, guys, is
it's highly recommended.
Highly recommended.
Go watch it if you're of age, and
definitely. That's all we can say on the matter.
That's all it is.
That's all we can say. So basically, let's get on from that now, Dayle. Yeah. That was a brilliant review. We give you a bit more than what you should have in the new segment, guys. But we're not going to stop there. So, basically, guys, this week we have a slightly different giveaway, as you know.
Our new giveaway.
New giveaway. So, basically, from our many cons that we've done over a few years we've been doing it now, we've gathered some very highly sought after autographs. Now, we have 5, and we're going to do 5 every week, and whoever wins gets to pick one of those pictures, and we'll get that sent out to you. Dayle, where can we send these pictures?
Anywhere around the world.
That was Dale's massive thing last week. So if you watched last week and you've entered the competition, Dale said anyone in the whole wide world can enter this competition, and we'll be able to get those pictures straight out to you. Dayle, what pictures have you got for me this week,
You're not
sir?
going to announce the winners, no?
I want you to announce the winner. I want you to be like, the winner is blah.
The winner is blah.
Yeah.
There you go, there's your answer. Congratulations.
So, the winner is
blah, apparently.
I've got to carry on doing this, ain't I?
I'm just going to let you do that until your fingers wear out and you just stump.
The winner is...
No, still wait. Still going to make you wait.
It's like a tombola. It's like going to that summer fete, and he's turning that wheel, and he's like, right, you're
turn that. No, we're about to open the winner. Oh, wait.
And the winner is.
No, still wait.
And the winner is. The suspense is killing me.
Right, you can stop. It's Every. So EV4RY. Every.
So remember the 5 pictures we showed you last week? You have won one of those. Literally, we'll be in touch with you, or you just write in the comments below which one you would like, and we'll get that straight out to you. So, Dayle, this week, what 5 are you going to give me?
What 5 am I going to give you? So, each week we'll do it on a 2-week cycle. So there is your 5 times. So 5 fresh ones.
Oh, 5 freshies.
5 freshies.
Now, first of all, I'm going to be like, Dayle, who is that?
This is from The Musketeers, the TV show on BBC. So with Luke Pasqualino.
Luke Pasqualino, who is going to be in a new Crackle series, Snatch.
Yep. Let's keep an eye on that.
Keep an eye out on that. Because that's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be awesome. It looks awesome. I wouldn't say it. Awesome. When you look at it, you kind of think, yeah, I get it. Because you remember the Lockstock? Do you remember the Lockstock series? You're kind of like, meh.
Never watched the Lockstock series. Anyway,
okay.
This is Alexandra Dowling. She plays the Queen in Musketeers.
You said it. You was like Musketeers. Just went,
mine just went, You're going to go blank now. So Alexandra Downing plays Queen Anne in The Musketeers. This was signed for us in Manchester.
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Right, and also, guys, to go along with that, because we interviewed both of them, and the video's still up on YouTube if you want to catch it.
Tamla Carey, she plays Constance.
Yep.
So the love interest of Luke Pasqualino. Look, we got all three of them up in Manchester.
Oh, we did. Manchester was absolutely fine, fun and dandy. I thought it was brilliant. So there's your first two. We are now going to go on to Dayle.
Hattie Hayridge, the Red Dwarf.
So it's Holly from Red Dwarf, guys. So basically, yeah. You want to win her, you can win this one.
I don't know idea what Tony's doing anymore. I'm well off script.
See, I like this one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Tony's going to enter his to win himself.
One of these.
What's another one? So this is the legendary Doctor
Sylvester McCoy.
Sylvester McCoy. He also played in The Hobbit as well.
Yeah.
Very nice, man.
Oh, do you know what? Absolutely. Like I said, all these guys, all these pictures we're showing you as well, the videos that there's videos up on YouTube of us interviewing them at con. So if you want to go back and you're like, oh, did you? Oh yeah, look, there you are.
Did you?
Right.
True.
Are these actually real? Yeah. Well, if you go down, you'll see it. And also,
the last one, very good one as well.
I like it, and I love the man.
The artwork is amazing. So from Doctor Who, Hufflepuff, and obviously Harry Potter, Simon Fisher Becker. So I believe he signed this one for us. Was it Manchester? Or was it Scotland?
Scotland.
There you go.
Oh, just an amazing man. Like, I could chat to him.
He'd talk forever, wouldn't he?
I could talk to him for hours. There's another guy which hopefully we'll give you a picture if we've got. I don't think we have in the archive. I'm not too sure. If it pops out, I'll tell you which one.
No,
until then, I'm not going to say. So yeah. So Simon, if you're watching this, my man, you're probably not, but yeah, thumbs up, man. If you want to win him, there you do, guys. So basically, then.
So how do you win these, Tony? Come on, tell these fine people listening to us talk crap.
Talk complete rubbish. Right, so this week's competition is open worldwide, as you absolutely know. The question Dayle is asking me for is, what film did Mark Wahlberg star alongside a Camaro called Bumblebee? Dayle.
Camaro Bumblebee.
A Camaro called Bumblebee. So Mark Wahlberg starred in a film alongside a Camaro named Bumblebee. I'm lost. There must be a teaser somewhere.
Of course there's a teaser. There's always a bloody teaser.
Here we go! Please subscribe to this channel, please like it, share it, and also put that answer in the comments below, guys. Whew. So, the winner will be announced on next week's episode at 10 AM Saturday, where we'll be reviewing, oh my god.
Well, no, because this
How long have I waited
This might change.
I don't want it to change.
On Saturday. No, not like that. We can either do a double review to come out on Saturday, or we might do a little better. I think what we'll do is this will be announced on the winner on the Saturday. I think we're going to do a midweek special with Logan to get it out for you guys. So our midweek special with Logan will be out on Wednesday. Is that right? Wednesday the 1st?
Yeah, we could try and get it out for Wednesday. Because at the moment, guys, the way we're reviewing is kind of watch it, sleep on it, and then we cut. And I think, to be quite fair to you, that's the way I like it. So to be honest with you, we'll have a think about it, but we do want a midweek Logan. So next week's review, we're going to say Logan midweek.
Yeah.
And we're going to say King Kong
Skull Island on the Saturday.
And
so that's
guys,
where the winners will be announced. So it'll be a 2-for-1 deal.
2-for-1. Oh!
Tony's got a little bit too excited, but okay. He loves 2-for-1. Look at him.
He's going to put a scratch card in every picture you win as well. I said that here first.
Yeah, I'll put a scratch card in. One that I've already scratched off that hasn't won anything.
Well, the joke ones where you win 10 grand. Have you seen them ones?
I don't want someone calling me up going, I won 10 grand! I won 10 grand! Dayle! You didn't really win 10 grand, Mum. It was only a joke.
So, guys, we've got Logan, which stars Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart, and then Kong Skull Island.
Turn out as well.
What's that?
It's Hugh Jackman's last turn out as Wolverine.
Should we wear black armbands for that situation?
Until Fox or Disney or Marvel just go, here, look, Hugh.
One question. Who is going to be the next Logan? Who would you like to be the next Logan?
I'm just trying to think who's as hairy as Chewbacca. I don't know. That's
Peter Mayhew. Is that no?
Peter Mayhew is Logan. Yeah. I don't know. That's a really good because there hasn't. I don't think anyone's ever actually thought about it.
If you have any suggestions, guys, or if you've seen this point and you're like, I know who could play Logan, comments below, guys. Simple as that. So we've got Logan midweek, then we go on to Kong.
That Kong Skull Island, which was really, really good. We saw a new trailer when
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, when we went to watch Patriots Day.
John Goodman. Yeah, John Goodman's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Goodman's popping up everywhere now. That's it.
Isn't he?
He's got over the Flintstones. He got over the Flintstones. It may have taken over a decade.
Leave Scully alone, all right? That movie is the absolute nuts.
Mike Wazowski. Right. No, I'm talking about Flintstones.
You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
I am Flintstones.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Like, what was it? Flintstones, and then there was Flintstones Viva Las Vegas.
And Rick Moranis, didn't it, as Barney?
Rick Moranis.
Mick
Yeah, it
Moranis.
was awesome. I love that film. This was like, what, 10
Yeah.
years ago when it actually came out.
Halle Berry as well, wasn't it? Halle Berry was in it.
Honey, I Shrunk Your Kids. That's all I remember. That film was amazing as well. Don't give me this crap. You know, look.
We're just fishing for Dayle for films that he thought was great. No, that's not.
Just because you grew up with
not.
Just because you grew up with Nightmares and Aliens, I actually grew up with.
I grew up with
Nightmares of walking a car with my
Goonies.
feet.
The Goonies. Everyone's sitting there going like that.
Goonies.
Everyone's now going to go, what other films did you watch, Tone? Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. No, I didn't.
I did.
Right? Did you?
Yeah, of course I did.
Oh,
I think I watched it like VHS.
Thriller was the only like music video I'd ever be like, click, oh my god, it's a werewolf, crap. Turn it off, I'm off. Like, I'd be scared, I couldn't watch anymore.
Oh.
I think it was actually when he just...
I'm pretty sure he's a zombie in that one, not a werewolf.
No, the full feature video, he turns into a werewolf.
Sure you weren't watching Werewolf in London or something?
Dale's homework for this week is to watch the Thriller music video and then come back to me next week and go like, that's a thumbs up or that's a thumbs down, and there was a werewolf in it. Thriller video next week. Homework.
Wow, we've just turned a movie review into a music review.
No, we just turned it into a thing. So, let's end it there. Remember, guys, Mark Wahlberg starred in a movie, right? And he was
starred in what movie?
Yeah.
God, Tony.
Put teeth back in.
Mate,
with a Camaro named Bumblebee. So, what film did Mark Wahlberg star in with a Camaro named Bumblebee? Can we have another clue, or you're only going to give us it once?
I'm going to get it once. Just scroll back.
I'm trying, guys.
Scroll back.
I'm trying.
It wasn't that far back. It was only like 5 minutes ago since Tony lost his teeth.
Lost me plot. Right, so thank you very much, guys, for joining me and Dayle on the weekend. Buzz.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Whole 9 yards.
What accent is that?
No idea.
It's kind of British, American, Irish, all rolled into one.
It's just the Dayle, the terrible.
It's like a rolled porridge oats of...
Rolled porridge oats.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Enter this week's giveaway to win yourself very exclusive pictures. Like, unless you're actually at that cons or unless you actually meet them people, you're not getting pictures like this sign. I actually guarantee you, I don't think you get pictures like that at any other con.
No, you can't, no.
So the pictures are unique, the signature's quite unique, you know.
And remember, if you win, guys, remember what picture you wanted. We'll get in contact with you, or you get in contact with us. It normally happens all in the comments section if you see previous videos, and then you can pick whatever signed picture you want.
Tony will even sign one for you. If you want to sign picture,
the moment someone says to me, Tony, I want to sign a picture, I'll be like, yeah. What's the crack, mate? What credit card are you going to scam off me first?
Haven't you had like? Didn't you get someone ask for your picture?
I had the pity
for
picture.
A selfie.
I had the pity picture.
The pity selfie.
So basically, it was like Jesse McClure and Sean Kelly up on stage. Oh, let's have a picture. Let's have a picture. So people are going mental. I'm standing either side, going, guys, come away from the stage, go back. They'll be in their signing area at such and such, and they're all bombing head. Next minute, I got off the stage. Some woman just looked at me and gone, "Can I have a picture?" Why?
So no, this was the
pity picture.
This is the better thing. She goes, "Can I have a picture?" And Tony went, "Yeah, they're going to be over at the signing area." And she went, "No, I want one with you." And he was just like, "What?" He didn't know how to react.
I'm like, no.
We need to find that picture.
Anyway, we'll find it. But at the end of the day, guys, if you want a signature, ask for a signature. If not, then
he ain't that famous.
Don't lose no sleep over it, because I won't.
He can't even say his name, let alone write his name.
Piroth, Tony Piroth. Right, anyway, so guys, remember to like, subscribe, share. Also press that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any episodes of the Weekend Buzz that we put up.
Any questions you like us to answer?
Any questions, put them in below. Apart from ones that are corporate. We can't answer any corporate questions. I'm very sorry about that.
Should I invest in Google?
Oh. Would you like to take this loan out, maybe against your house? No. I didn't, and also I didn't break or fall my leg, and I ain't going for a claim either. So on that bombshell,
I do not want PPI.
I don't have PPI
to claim.
So guys,
call me.
let's end it here. Thank you very much for watching. We always appreciate every single one of you that watch and comment and also play along with our stupid charade of being movie reviewers. Thank you very much. Remember next week, guys, we've got Logan and we've got Kong next week as well. So look out for those. We will see you next week. Don't miss out on anything. Keep up with all the movie news. But we're going to give you them 5 a day. We're going to give you that 5 a day.
5 a week.
Boom! 5 a week you get here on the Weekend Buzz. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you all next week.